Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The Philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
From Resident Evil to Silent Hill to Final Fantasy and even Persona, it seems like nearly every classic gaming franchise is getting a remake treatment. So it was only a matter of time before the remake frenzy made its way to Metal Gear Solid. And what better way to announce Snake's return than with the Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. A wonderfully crafted remake that makes even the most skeptical of players turn their heads and admire this gem. Kept you waiting, huh? Your mission, should you choose to accept it, prevent an all-out nuclear war by infiltrating the USSR and eliminating your former mentor, the boss. There's just one problem.
I am the pain. I am the end.
I am the fury.
I am the sorrow.
Actually, there's a lot of them. Much like the aforementioned remake, MGS Delta takes the already perfected formula of the original and improves upon it for next-gen consoles. Just not in the way I would have hoped. Graphically speaking, Delta is absolutely superb. Everything from the luscious jungles to the heavily guarded facilities to the many memorable characters you come across has gotten an astounding upgrade that honestly made me see the series in a brand new way. Especially when you start to notice some of the small details, like how shadows and lighting reacts to different objects or changes to the weather. Much like Kojima's latest release in Death Stranding 2, I couldn't take my eyes off the screen, even if it's something we've already seen over 100 times already. Here's where it starts to get a bit tricky. Delta plays it extremely safe with everything else. Besides the graphical overhaul and updates to modern control scheme, there's almost no noticeable difference between Delta and the other iterations or remasters of Snake Eater. It still retains that special blend of Kojima weirdness, but it doesn't try to improve upon or add anything different. If you have the original Snake Eater from the PlayStation 2 side by side with Delta, it's almost an exact copy. Heck, even enemy patrol locations and encounters were exactly the same. Sure, they might have added some new collectibles this time around, but I kinda wish they added some new locations or mixed up some of the gameplay to give us a little bit more of a modern take on the series. That's not to say there's anything wrong with that. Snake Eater remains to be one of the best stories in gaming, and it's not hard to see why. The complicated relationship between the boss and Snake still manages to be one of the best examples of character writing to this day. And without spoiling too much, hearing David Hayter or Laurie Allen reprise their roles from the original always brings a tear to my eye. Once I managed to wipe away the tears, I started to see some of the small improvements Delta made. For starters, all the controls have gotten a much needed modern upgrade. Aiming and shooting with the left and right triggers, item selection with the D-pads. Surprisingly, it felt more comfortable and fluid than the original controls. Although you could always switch back to the classic legacy, I found myself preferring the modern controls over the legacy ones. Nostalgia is good and all, but not when modernization feels so damn good. Metal Gear Solid Delta is an extremely faithful remake to one of gaming's most iconic stealth series, even if they chose to be extremely safe with the source material. As much as I wished for them to give us something new, Snake Eater manages to stand the test of time. If you never had the pleasure of experiencing Snake Eater, or if you're looking to relive this gem for the 100th time, then Delta is absolutely worth a try. A must-have for anyone wanting to see what a true gaming masterpiece really looks like. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater sneaks its way through with a 10 out of 10.